What's up, guys? Kavi here. So I'm just going to do a little video here showing you how I adjust these Enlan pivot screws. I got two in front of me here, and I'll show you guys how to do it in a relatively easy manner. So this is the Enlan EL02. Yep. And as you can see, it's got this kind of wonky pivot screw. It's got 3 holes in it, and you know, there's a lot of videos on YouTube there where guys hammer 3 nails into a piece of wood and use that piece of wood like a driver, or using spanner pliers or whatever. And it's tricky. It's a tricky pivot to do any kind of adjustment on. So I'm going to show you guys how I do mine. What I do is I get these little framing nails, and they're just part of this picture hanger kit. Alright, you can see that's pretty old. I don't know if they still have that. I got it from Walmart for a couple bucks. So all you do is you take the head of the little nails and you cut them off. And then all you need to do is take these little nails, and you only need 2 of them, and you just jam them in the pivot screw. Okay. Now, I think I Loctited this when I did it last, so fingers crossed. So I got 2 in there, right? And then all you need to do is grab a pair of little needle nose pliers or something like that and put them in. Whoops. It's hard to do this through a viewfinder. Alright, so I got those 2 in there. We'll grab a bigger set of pliers. And so all you do is you put them in there like that, and as I turn it, you'll see the pivot screw turns. Actually, I'm over tightening it. We'll loosen it up. I don't know if you guys could see that. So it's a really easy way to adjust it. And once you've got it, now it's too loose. And once you've got it kind of where you want it, you can, well, if you're trying to take it out, you can just loosen it a little bit, and then you can basically finger unscrew it the rest of the way. So I think that's about where I had it before, I think. So yeah, so it's a really easy trick. All you do is you take these 2 little nails, sorry, jam them in there, use a pair of pliers and turn it. And I mean, realistically, you can try to hammer them into a piece of wood. I did not have any luck with that. I found this way much easier, as you can see. So I'm loosening it up way too much. But anyways, I'll screw with that later and get it back to how I like it. But as you can see, it's really loose now. So, oops, a little too loose for me. It's so loose, it's like it's actually loose. So anyways, that's the one. The other one here is a knife I just finished doing my review on, EL08. And this is a different kind of pivot. And as you can see, it's this sort of raised triangle shape. And I've seen a lot of guys like cut into it and use like a saw to cut into it so they can make their adjustments. Much easier way. All you need is like a ghetto old screwdriver. And I had this one just laying around. Everything now is basically newer in my toolbox, we'll say. But I had this old one laying around and just playing with it, and I unscrewed the end to find it looks like this. And if you have one like this, and it just needs to have 6 portions, that's it, because they will fit almost perfectly onto the pivot screw. See that? So 2 of these little portions each slot into one of the grooves here, and you can, if you watch closely here, see where it's kind of this point of the triangle's up. So all you do is you just put that on and just get it in place. It's so much harder when you're looking through a camera. And you turn it, and I'm adjusting the pivot screw. You can see that. So pretty simple. Now I've made this one too loose too. On this one though, because the back doesn't have a bit, I do recommend using like a piece of gaffer tape or something just to hold that in place, so you're not just spinning the whole thing. But that's a pretty easy way to do it. Ooh, that's too tight now. The other one is almost like a reverse of this. So there's 3 little grooves that you'll see, and they're cut in. And I think the other version of the EL02, I think it's the EL02B. It's the one that has like the micarta. It basically is really easy to adjust as well. All I did was take a spoon and get the end of the spoon into where the groove is and just use one spoon to turn it, and it worked perfectly for me. So I would love to show you, but I gave that knife to my brother-in-law, so he's got that and I don't anymore, but I gotta tighten this one up now. So that's really easy. You just get an old screwdriver that has these sort of cuts in it, and it just works out perfectly as a triangle. So anyways, that's how I adjust the Enlan pivot screws, and hopefully you like that video. Thanks.